Tonight, step outside, look up. The sky is full of lights that have no business being there. Tiny, cold, impossibly distant, and yet something in you already knows them. Something in you has always known them. That feeling is not random. It is ancient, and the story of how it got inside you is far stranger than you think. Go back roughly 70,000 years. A small group of anatomically modern humans, your direct ancestors, are gathered on an open plateau somewhere in what is now southern Africa. The fire is low, the children are asleep, and one of them looks up. Not because they need to, not because something dangerous is overhead. They look up for no survival reason at all. They just look. And in that moment, something shifts permanently inside the human brain. Cognitive scientist Lara Boroditsky at the University of California, San Diego, has spent decades studying how humans use space to think about time. Her research found that we don't experience time as a line moving through us. We project it outward onto the world around us. The past is behind. The future is ahead. And above, directly above, is the infinite, the unknowable, the beyond. Your brain learned to assign meaning to the sky long before it learned to plant crops. But why the sky? Why not the ocean? Why not the mountains? Primatologist Robin Dunbar at Oxford University argues that the key difference is scale. When your ancestor looked at a mountain, the mountain had edges. It ended. When they looked at the sea had a horizon they could walk toward. But the night sky had no edges, no horizon, no bottom. It was the first thing the human brain ever encountered that it genuinely could not contain. And that inability, that stunning, suffocating inability to hold the sky inside your mind, is what triggered something entirely new in human cognition, the feeling of awe. Psychologist Daché Keltner at UC Berkeley has studied awe extensively. He calls it a self-diminishing emotion. The moment your sense of self becomes smaller than the thing you are perceiving. And his research shows that awe does something no other emotion does. It makes you feel connected, not to the thing you are looking at, but to everything else around you, the people beside you, the ground beneath you, the species you belong to. Awe, Keltner found, is the emotion that turns an individual into a community. Your ancestor looked up, felt awe, and reached toward the person beside them. That is not poetry. That is neuroscience. Now here is where it gets strange. Because once a brain learns to feel awe, it cannot stop asking why. And the night sky is a machine that produces questions. Why do those lights move but others stay fixed? Why do some disappear for months and return? Why does one light grow and shrink and grow again? These are not idle questions. These are the first scientific questions any human ever asked. And they were asked by someone sitting in the dark, staring upward, feeling something they had no language for yet. Every calendar ever built began this way. Every religion that involves the sky, and virtually all of them do, began this way. Every navigation system, every agricultural cycle, every mythological pantheon of gods and heroes written across the heavens, all of it traces back to one person on one night who looked up and could not look away. You have inherited that compulsion directly when you feel the urge to step outside on a clear night and stare. Not because you need to, not because anything is pulling you there, but because something just pulls. That is not nostalgia. That is evolution. Your brain is running the same program it has been running for 70,000 years. The same search for edges that don't exist. The same hunger for a scale it cannot swallow. And there is something else Keltner's research revealed. People who experience awe regularly, who deliberately seek out things larger than themselves, show measurably lower levels of inflammatory cytokines. Their immune systems are calmer. Their decision-making is more long-term. They are less impulsive, less self-centered, less likely to harm others. Awe, it turns out, is not just an emotion. It is a biological tool, a calibration mechanism that your body uses to keep your ego from overwhelming your judgment. The stars are not decoration. They are medicine. And the human who first looked up and felt that feeling. They did not know any of this. They had no framework, no language, no way to explain what was happening in their chest. But they kept looking, and they told someone, and that person told someone. And 70,000 years later, here you are, outside in the dark, neck tilted back, staring at lights that have no business being there. Tiny, cold, impossibly distant, and somehow already yours.